What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to Funnelheads. Today we're going to be discussing 5 pros and 5 cons for the Carnival Sunshine. Now, if you didn't know, we just got off this ship in January. It was actually the first cruise back in Charleston. Had an absolutely amazing time. And these are things that we just noticed over the course of the 4 or 5 days that we went on it. And by no means did this, ruin our trip or anything like that. It was just things that, I thought people should know if they're either booked on the Sunshine or looking to book this cruise ship. But first, before we get into that, if you're new to the channel or returning and you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, becoming part of that Funnelhead family. We would absolutely love to have you. Also, commenting and liking and all that good stuff is really appreciated. But let's get right into today's video. Now, we're actually going to start this video with cons first, so that way we can end the video on a positive note. And this is in no particular order, but number one is that there is actually only 1 pool for families on this ship and 2 pools in total. So the second pool is actually in Serenity, which of course is the adults only area. So if you are traveling, with kids, just know that there is only the 1 pool, and this ship can get very busy. Now, right now, of course, we're still in the middle of the pandemic, and of course it's kind of cooler, especially sailing out of Charleston, so you're not gonna have that issue right now. But once it gets warmer and hopefully these policies start loosening up a little bit, the pool situation is going to get very tight for families. So that is definitely one thing that you should know, again, if you have smaller children or whatnot. Now, number one on the pro side, again in no particular order, is actually going to be Serenity, which again is that adults only area. Now, for the ship size, this area is absolutely massive. On this ship, not only does it expand several decks, but you get your adult only pool with a nice waterfall. Now, the waterfall is basically just for looks, but it does add a nice look to it, plus the sound, of course, of the water falling. On the deck above that, you actually get a very nice large hot tub that is significantly hotter than the rest of the hot tubs on the ship, as well as their own bar, plenty of seating, plenty of shade, plenty of sun. So it is an absolutely amazing area. Before we had little man, we enjoyed this area quite a bit, but unfortunately we haven't been up there too much, just to basically walk around and pretend that we were laying out reading. But anyway, that's definitely number one. Now, number 2 on the con list is not a factor at the moment, but as spring break rolls around and summer, and people are off and the weather is a lot warmer, I can see this being a factor, and that is when the ship was Carnival Destiny, and it got rebranded, renamed to the Carnival Sunshine. They actually added quite a bit of cabins on this ship, which when it's at its full capacity can feel very crowded, especially with the only the 2 pools. So if you're going during the summer to the Caribbean, it can get crowded. Right now, though, it is not a factor. Most sailings that I see is about 50 to 70% on the high end. So right now, if you can go, this is the time to go, because you're not going to feel crowded whatsoever. Now, the second pro on this ship was the Havana Bar. Now, on this ship, you don't have like the Havana cabin area or the separate pool and all that. This is literally just the bar. It's located on the Lido deck, and it's actually all the way back, so all the way aft on the ship. And what we loved about this area was, of course, it's a bar, they serve specialty drinks, but the back is all windows, so you can grab an amazing seat and just watch, as the ship is sailing, or if you're in port, you can watch, all the activities going around for the day. But not only that, they also have food in Havana on the sides of the Havana Bar. So on the right side, you have the Italian restaurant. On the left side is Gigi's Aging Kitchen. And then for breakfast, they actually do like omelet station on one side. For lunch, they do the wok. So it's a really cool spot to, grab a bite to eat, grab a coffee, grab a drink, just kind of relax. Good place to play cards or any type of games as well. Just a really awesome area to relax. Now, number 3 on the cons list is going to be the open deck aft area, or lack of, actually. So if you've been on a Carnival cruise ship, you probably remember the back pool or the aft pool with the bar, the jacuzzis. That's pretty typical for a Carnival ship. Nearly all of them have it, or I would say at least 85 to 90% have this layout. And unfortunately, on the Sunshine, that is definitely missing. We definitely miss it, especially when little man is trying to nap and we're trying to, get away from the loud music from the Lido deck, and we go to the, open deck aft area, rock them to sleep, and then we can still enjoy, seeing the waves while it's a lot quieter in the back. So it's definitely missed on this ship. Now, number 3 for the positives is going to be the secret area on Carnival Sunshine. Now, I did a whole video on this. I'll link the whole video in the description box, but I'll try to put a little clip in it right here. But I love the Carnival ships that have this, front little open deck area on some of their ships. Not all of them, especially not on the Mardi Gras, not that I know of anywhere. I tried to explore when I was on it last time. But being on the very front of the ship, or as far as you can go front, is absolutely amazing to do. If you've never done it, try to locate this area if you are going on the Sunshine. Get some pictures, get some video. It is absolutely breathtaking, especially when it's a calm day at sea and you just got the wind blowing, the sun in the sky. Absolutely amazing. Now, number 4 for the con side is going to be the location of the water slides and the kids splash area. And I say this because unless you're going for one of those, there is absolutely nothing else to do in this area. They do have some, chairs and umbrellas, which is great, but there's no music, there's no bar, there's no food, there's not really any runners in that area. So it can get very quiet and kind of boring unless you're enjoying the slides, which are very cool. Now, number 4 on the pro side is going to be the atrium, or the main lobby, if you will. It's the area where you just enter the ship. This is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite atriums. Just the look of it really takes your breath away. You've got the amazing Sunshine, brand designs, all of the, modern look. You've got the elevators, as high as you can see, going up and down, gliding. You've got the DJ, the music going. Some of the best bartenders are located in that main lobby, just smiling, having a great time. So it is absolutely breathtaking when you enter this ship for the very first time, and each time after that. And lastly, number 5 on the con side is going to be the mezzanine deck. I think I said that right. And that is just because it feels very cut up. There's a certain area that you walk down a hallway and it branches off. You've got like the library, the steakhouse, the piano bar, the Limelight Lounge, Bonsai Sushi. It's all located in a 20-foot, 25-foot area. So it feels almost like claustrophobic at times. The piano bar itself is pretty small compared to a lot of other piano bars, especially the bar. I mean, the bar is literally like this big for hundreds of people that enter the piano bar. Luckily they do have runners, and it's still a great time, but that area just feels like they tried to fit too much into an area that doesn't really work. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the original Destiny deck plan and see how it was, but again, it's not the end of the world at all. It didn't ruin anything on the vacation or on the cruise, but it's definitely something that we noticed. It just felt crammed and forced, if that makes sense. But now lastly, pro number 5 is going to be that this ship still feels new. And now you have to remember, this used to be the Carnival Destiny. The ship itself is over 20 years old. I can't remember the exact year that they rolled it out, but the fact is it's over 20 years old. And because of the rebranding and changing areas, renaming, it still feels so fresh. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, there's areas where there's some rust here and there, especially on the Lido deck. You know, the banisters, you know, need to be repaired a little bit. There's definitely wear and tear on it. But as far as the look, like the modern design, again, that atrium, just breathtaking. The dining room, the sunrise dining room especially, with the amazing light fixtures, just blows you away. But overall, I would highly recommend trying the Carnival Sunshine if you've never sailed on her before. This ship size we really enjoy. The only other class that I think we enjoy a little bit more is the Dream class, specifically the Breeze. That might be one of our favorites. But let me know in the comment section below. Are you booked on the Sunshine? Are you planning to book? Or if you have any questions, of course, I'll be here to answer them. As always, thank you so much for watching the video, supporting the channel. Hopefully, I'll see you right back here in the next video or on a cruise ship one day. Catch you later.